Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bold Analysis. Raila Odinga has constantly been asking Wafula Chebukati to respond to the claims about the vote rigging. And after releasing dossiers one after the other, I think the advisors of the former IBC chair has been telling him to keep quiet and keep off that conversation until there came the Jacaranda, where Raila said that some commissioners visited him. I have listened to that video clip. If you listen to it, you'll have to find out yourself whether this is going on. And I'm a bit now convinced that Chebukati is unknowingly, intentionally, or unintentionally falling into Raila Odinga's trap over the anti-Ruto demos or rallies. And this is going on when the whistleblower report was released. There was counter accusations about different servers that were used and the discussion about the rigging claims using the servers, all the four types of servers. But all has been blaming, they have been all blaming the former IBC chair for the mess in the last general election. But then this is going on, and it seems the latest one of Jacaranda really rubbed the former IBC chair wrongly. When Raila made that statement on Monday, President Ruto was in Mombasa, and he challenged Raila that if you met Wafula Chebukati, why did you invite him in your place? And I remember someone telling me that, Kevin, why is the president saying that Raila invited Chebukati? How does he know that Chebukati was invited? How about if the IBC, if the commissioners maybe asked for invitation, or rather asked to meet the Babaman? There's that conversation. But then when I saw William Ruto reacting, I knew, yes, this is where this conversation is going to start. And I realized that they've been brought to the ring. Both different players in the last general election, the IBC and Kenya and the UDA, there's nothing like Kenya Kwanza, it's UDA, I've been trying to abstain from coming into the political ring. What I only worry is, and I mentioned that Raila Odinga's rallies is a political process. That is what many people have to see. And a lot of statements that are political statements. And as Raila resorts to persecuting or executing his agenda in those rallies, the Chebukati seems to be heading to court. And he has told Raila through Steve Ogola's law firm that is giving Raila 7 days to release the CCTV footage that allegedly Raila mentioned he took when he visited Chebukati, because Raila said, nitatoa picha, nitatoa video, niko na video zenyu. Failure, there was a letter that was written, failure to which Raila is going to face a defamation suit from Wafula Chebukati. This is not the first time. I remember there was even a defamation from a suit that was filed by Anne Waiguru. And I have seen the close UD operatives akienda na vitisho kwamba this one I will have to go through to the wire. So, one, do you think Raila is going to release that CCTV footage? We're all waiting. And maybe in the fullness of time, he's still in Nigeria. After Nigeria, he's going to Senegal. Then after Senegal, maybe he's going to fly back. When he arrives in the country, which I want to believe he can even arrive on the very Sunday that's going to have the rallies or the day before. Maybe he's going to give us that CCTV, if indeed it is there. This is an observation you must see. While UDA have gone attacked Uhuru Kenyatta on the tax evasion stories, or the tax evasion schemes, Raila is also facing litigation. One is banned by those who are investigating the whistleblower, because if they find sense of forgery, then he might also be sued for forgery of that the same whistleblower report. Number two is this of Wafula Chebukati. So I can tell you that Ruto is not quiet. He's trying to engage everyone. This could be a new strategy that is being designed against them. As to whether it can succeed, we are going to see. Now, Ruto and Chebukati have fallen for Raila's trap, because what Raila wanted is for them to talk. That's why many people will tell you that Raila will thrive in that confrontation. What do you think is the effect of that litigation? I see that when as that the context of that move to go to make that litigation is going to help Raila to develop anti-Chebukati responses, especially during those rallies, and to some extent is now making Chebukati a person of interest. So that when you go to those rallies, unajua watu wanatafuta spark, wanatafuta ile kitu akisema watu utasikia something new. And I can tell you that when they come, people will go to that rally by saying that tunaenda kutoa hata hiyo video ya Chebukati. I know they can run that narrative that enda hiyo rally, kwa hiyo rally tutatoa hizo picha na video za Chebukati, nikutana na Chebukati. That will be it. So they're just giving Raila fodder for the next rally, because now it seems we are creating a conversation. I don't know whether people who are advising the president knew that the intention of Raila has been constantly to push William Ruto and Chebukati in the same corner as one of the same people. and that is why whenever the president becomes defensive of the former ABC chair, who has now retired, is not anywhere in the commission, is not in any institution, but to see president then coming to defend him, that is what Raila has always wanted, that these people have been together for long. That is what Raila has always wanted. So when Chebukati reacts and what he says is in conformity with what the president is saying, that's what is playing into Raila's space. But then, however, I see litigations as a very, of course, it's a test of rule of law and obeying the court, because that is one thing that Raila has been so categorical about. Let me make a prediction. Will it mean that they would lead to orders given to Raila to refrain from speaking about IBC matters in public? Will it muzzle Raila that we now, maybe if the cases are sued and it goes on, then orders come that you are not allowed, or rather he is not allowed to speak about some specific topics, like even matters of IBC in those rallies? Will it be a process of facing litigation one after the other? Remember, Korogosho MCA Msalom Matakoi Mobimba anaitwanga Tulo was also arrested on some incitement charges, and I think he's still in custody pending hearing pending a determination of the bail application tomorrow. So these orders will come to refrain to ask Raila to refrain from talking about IBC. I don't know how that will look like. I don't know. I don't know that Raila will obey those orders. Yule Raila naona, I don't think is the Raila is not Uhuru Kenyatta's handshake partner. Now that is the Raila we know. Some of us will tell you that is the Raila we know. Two, the litigation could be a strategy to debunk Azimio la Umoja claims in political rallies, that anything, then will make a defamation, and it will not even rather, then it will even threaten the other people who will want to make maybe announcements on those rallies on what is going on, or what has been done, and what has not been done. So this can also be a strategy to muzzle the voices at that political rally. It's a strategy that can work. However, I have a personal challenge here. I think when you selectively choose what to respond to, you give the public an opportunity to guess what exactly is going on. These claims of meeting who and meeting who are not fresh. We're not hearing about them for the first time. Raphael Tuju gave a press briefing even before results were announced, saying that he had been meeting Chebukati, or rather, not Chebukati, I think he had been meeting commissioners. He himself, he said, called a press briefing and said that those are not people who are new to him, and he was even saying he's met them in a disclosed location that was going. So, if the discussions about meeting have been in the past here, and by the way, this is not the first time I think Riley is talking about this thing. It has been here. Nile Asemi too. I think this is where the first time is acknowledging that they once came to his place, and can they come to his place without an invitation? You know, that's what Ruto is asking. So you can also ask yourself that question. I have not been so much, I need to be honest, I have not been so much appreciating the narrative of Raila that they came to my place, because someone will ask, if there was an opportunity to bribe, then why did you? Didn't you? Some very simplistic reasoning says that. While you don't even know that they came for bribing, if indeed they went there. So this is something that is going on. We are waiting to see. I'll really follow this keenly to see how this will play out. This will be another interesting one here. Waiting. Today is Monday. Today is Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Monday? Today is Tuesday. Yes, today is Tuesday. Waiting to see whether that document is going to be given out in the next few days. Probably the next 7 days, if that's going to be released. And let's look at the next. In my next analysis, I'm going to tell you what Raila should do in the wake of this.